Now on 4 News Now at 6, we have more extremely hot, hazy, and next windy weather on the way. I'll let you know which areas are impacted the most in your First Alert forecast.
This extreme heat could be doing a number on your car. The 3 things to check to avoid expensive repairs. And increasing access to childcare in Spokane, where 2 new preschools are opening. Find out if you qualify for free care. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Straight to breaking news tonight. We want to take you live to a standoff that's taking place near downtown Spokane, right near East 2nd and Cowley Street. Spokane police say that they are negotiating with an assault and robbery suspect. We just got them on the phone in the last 10 minutes. This is a developing story. We will update you as we learn more from police. And we have another day of extremely hot, dry, and hazy weather on the way. And that's why our team of weather experts here at 4 News Now have declared today and tomorrow weather alert days. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. We have team coverage on the heat impacts, plus a look at current air quality conditions. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when we could expect a break from this extreme heat.
Well, right about the time we're seeing the extreme heat break, our winds become a greater concern. So we have extended the First Alert weather alert days to now include Friday for critical fire danger, Thursday and Friday, and that is over the entire inland Northwest. Most of the region is now under a fire weather warning for both Thursday and Friday for that combination of extremely dry conditions and gusty winds. It is still a fire weather watch in the Idaho Palouse as well as the LC Valley. We still have an excessive heat warning for the area shaded in pink on your screen on the way for Thursday. It is a heat advisory in orange. That said, with the increase in wildfire smoke, our temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler. That does make a big difference in the amount of incoming radiation. Our high temperatures today, we did hit 100 degrees in Spokane, our second triple-digit day of the season. In the 90s through North Idaho, but it was 108 in Lewiston today, 104 in Moses Lake. Will be a little bit cooler tomorrow, again, with an increase in wildfire smoke. Winds will start off relatively calm, but they will be picking up in the afternoon. And once they get going, we are going to keep those breezy conditions hampering our wildfire fighters for quite some time. A high tomorrow of 97, 84 is our average high. I'll be back to go over those winds hour by hour with you and tell you about some cooler weather on the way in the 7-day forecast. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. And heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the U.S., killing about 1,300 people every year, according to the EPA. The CDC saying the people most at risk are anyone 65 and older, people with high blood pressure, and people who work outside. One doctor with MultiCare says babies are also at risk.
They can't communicate when they're getting too hot. We think of them in car seats. The highest risk and most dangerous is being left alone in a vehicle or a confined space, because then it's additionally that kind of confined space can get hotter than it is even outside.
Experts say to avoid heat-related illnesses, try to stop being outside for extended periods of time and stay hydrated. You'll also want to protect your pets during this time. When temperatures reach the mid-90s, asphalt can reach up to 138 degrees, and that can burn your dog's paws. To check the ground and see if it's too hot, press the back of your hand against it for 7 seconds. If it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for your pets. So instead of walking on the sidewalk, go for a stroll in the grass where it is cooler. Also, to help your furry friends stay cool, you can add some ice to their water when possible and try to keep them in the shade. The Humane Society saying the best areas are under a tree or tarps because they do not restrict airflow. Fires around the Northwest are making for hazy skies. The latest one popped up along the border of Washington and North Idaho in the city of Newport. A Pend Oreille fire chief tells us fire crews had that fire held at less than an acre this afternoon at an RV park in Old Town. People who live in the area reported their power being cut until the fire danger was over. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And tonight, families in Athol, Idaho are back in their homes after they were forced to evacuate because of a wildfire less than 24 hours ago. It is now 100% contained and burned about 20 acres. No homes were lost. Emergency crews said this fire could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for their quick response. Our Natalie Grant shares what fire crews in Athol say was the key to their speed.
Here in Athol, Idaho, evacuation orders have now been lifted after Tuesday's Sarah Loop fire that evacuated the entire town here. But now the community is feeling gratitude for the quick response by fire crews, some who happened to be right next door. The sky is still hazy in downtown Athol as fire crews are mopping up the Sarah Loop fire that evacuated the town on Tuesday.
We got that thing in check pretty quick.
Joshua Delamarian with Timberlake Fire says it was a quick response, both on the ground and in the air, thanks to resources that were already fighting the nearby Ridge Creek fire.
Because especially with the structure protection and then also working around to getting a perimeter around the fire for better terms, containment was massive. And then also being able to have that amount of air resources available to them.
My husband was looking at our front porch and he noticed a smoke column coming up. And so we just kept an eye on it, and within 2 minutes it turned black. And I would say within 10 minutes they had aircraft on it.
Barbara Stout lives one street down from where level 3 evacuations were issued and was grateful to see the quick response from crews. She saw planes flying overhead and started preparing to get her family and her animals out safe.
My head, it was going through hook up the horse trailers, get my pictures out. I want to go. My husband, being a retired Forest Service firefighter, said the winds were blowing the opposite direction. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're not leaving.
Thankfully, no homes were lost in the 20 acres that burned, despite the fire creeping close.
It was about 10 to 12 feet was about how close the fire got to the home.
Delamarian saying proper mitigation efforts like cutting trees and clearing gutters was critical in this case, and urges homeowners to take the time to do the same while fire season is still here. Reporting in Athol, Idaho, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Well, a sudden change in air quality in the inland northwest. You can smell the smoke in the air. Meteorologist Matt Gray is here with us to continue our team coverage, tracking where that smoke is coming from and where it's headed next.
Oh man, and it was a huge change when we woke up this morning. We've avoided this most of the summer, but it does look like smoke season has arrived. This was the view from weather satellites this morning as that thick smoke was draping itself all across the inland northwest. And this is what it looks like this evening. Right now on your screen are the major wildfires, and they are still pumping out smoke towards Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Look at that Crater Creek fire just across the border in Canada. That thing is a real monster and definitely one to watch, especially with the smoke blowing basically right towards Spokane. Right now, air quality is mostly moderate, although we are seeing some areas in the orange and now into the red in places like St. Mary's. That means most of the smoke for most of the day was well over our heads, but as we're seeing already tonight and maybe even tomorrow, may end up being quite a different story. You see air quality already in unhealthy ranges, places like Winthrop and Omak, and well, it's going to stay that way around the Met Howe Valley and down the Okanagan River and potentially as far south as Moses Lake. This is 7 in the morning tomorrow. As the winds pick up in the afternoon, some of the smoke that may have started well above the ground in other places, it's going to get mixed down to the ground, and that's why there is a strong chance for at least a few hours of lower air quality around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, as you can see here right around lunchtime and as we head into the early afternoon. Now, as we head through Friday in the Sandemation, well, likely we're going to see at least a little bit of smoke very early in the day or very late at night, and with more fire weather conditions on Friday, it's hard to say right now how air quality is going to be as we head into the weekend, because there's a lot we don't know. How are current fires going to behave? New fires, maybe they will appear and create more smoke. And there's also the question of wind change. See, there's some big fires down in Oregon too, and they could be sending smoke our way once the winds fully turn to the southeast late Friday, which will also stop that smoke from Canada from heading our direction. So there's a lot of possibilities here in the days to come. But the one thing remains true, no matter what happens, you got to listen to your body. No matter what the air quality category is, if you feel like that smoke is getting to you, it is time to head inside.
Great advice. Thank you, Matt. Spokane police are asking anyone with information about a murder that happened on East Mission Avenue near Chief Gary Park to give them a call. Police have arrested 18-year-old Quentin Tyndale and 19-year-old Justin Haylett in connection to this murder. Investigators say they likely hit the victim with a skateboard, causing him to fall to the ground. Then the two were kicking him repeatedly, according to police. When officers arrived, the victim was unconscious and rushed to the hospital where he died yesterday. As of now, the name of the victim has not been released. Anyone with information about this is asked to call Crime Check. The number's right there on your screen, 509-456-2233. The man accused of killing Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonzalez will be back in court on Friday. Brian Kohberger is accused of stabbing the students in their off-campus home near the University of Idaho. The hearing is to address evidence that the prosecution says it has against Kohberger, challenging the genetic genealogy detectives used to link Kohberger to the crime scene. But prosecutors have said they don't plan to use that at trial. The hearing could also address Kohberger's request to stop the trial from happening altogether. His defense team claims the grand jury process used to indict Kohberger was not fair. Well, Amber Alerts and missing persons reports are part of our newscasts far too often. Nationally, more than 1,000 kids have been saved because of notification systems like Amber Alerts. But what are parents here in the Inland Northwest doing to prevent their kids and their vulnerable family members from disappearing?
He does have dog tags on that I make him wear that has his name, but I don't have anything at home.
It's a situation no parent or caregiver wants to be in, but what would you do if someone you love was missing? Wandering kids, vulnerable adults, family members with disabilities are all at risk. In a story every family needs to see, I will show you one of the most important local programs you've probably never heard of and how it could make all the difference if your child was missing. That's tomorrow here on 4 News Now at 6. Still ahead, 2 new preschools are opening in Spokane. Find out where next.
Your car may be the last thing you think of when it comes to needing protection from excessive heat. Coming up, why local mechanic says you need to check your car right now during this triple-digit weather.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
26 years strong.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
Are you ready for some fun? Come to the North Idaho Fair, where there are acres of fun for everyone. From thrilling concerts to heart-pumping monster truck shows. It's all here. Exciting rides, games, and delicious food. Don't forget about the rodeo, where you can watch cowboys and cowgirls show off their skills. There's a jetpack water stunt show, pig racing, as well as magicians, hypnotists, and more to keep you entertained. Bring the kids to Adventureland. They'll enjoy a petting zoo and hands-on farming experiences. The North Idaho Fair has something for everyone. So come join us for acres of fun.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale. Beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Many styles marked down up to 50% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing with no money down, as well as up to $300 of additional free furniture with select purchases, making it the perfect time to upgrade your sleep. This weekend only at Walker's.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
You'd be willing to give up your life savings?
If it means I get to go to Disneyland, yes.
Home Invasion, next in Sun Edition.
Look at them, the commando crawl. And wait till you see whose house they've targeted.
They were scampering up the hill like spiders.
He's a best-selling crime novelist.
What are these people doing in my yard?
Then, the Trump indictment, the strange Kanye West connection.
I love this guy right here.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Well, it can be a struggle to find childcare in our community, but Spokane families have more options this year. Community Minded Enterprises is providing 75 preschool spots. They are already filling up quickly. The organization is preparing to welcome children in just a few weeks, and it's just expanded to 2 more locations in Peaceful Valley and Lower South Hill. The Early Childhood Education and Assistance Program is funded by the state and free for families who meet the requirements. Our Vanessa Perez learned all about the program and joins us from inside one of those classrooms.
The colorful rug is laid out. The chairs and tables are set. Books stack the shelves as teachers put the finishing touches on the classroom.
This classroom, I took a little bit extra time and attention to be more culturally accepting. We are going to be taking a few more families from Thrive, the refugee program. So I wanted to make sure that it was inviting to all different cultures and be able to make it a safe space for everyone.
The program focuses on conscious discipline, so children are learning how to regulate their social and emotional skills. A recent expansion to Peaceful Valley and Lower South Hill opened spots for 36 more children.
That really will help parents that are, just coming out of some financial hardships for COVID, that are coming out of all of those hardships that happened during the pandemic. The children that were born then are of age to come to us. So that will kind of help the parents to be able to find more resources in the community and get started again.
This year, there will be 3 teachers to every classroom instead of the 2-to-10 ratio.
So we are able to offer more one-on-one help with the children. We're able to kind of hone into that small group mentality so that we can make sure that we're focusing on their needs.
Giving children the skills they need to enter kindergarten. Classes get underway here August 28th, a couple weeks before public school starts. If you'd like to see if you qualify for the ECAP program, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. Community Minded Enterprises also says if parents don't qualify, they are able to help you find a child care provider. Reporting in Peaceful Valley, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a hot day on Thursday with areas of smoke. We'll be watching our air quality very closely. Critical fire weather conditions as we get into the afternoon and our winds pick up. There is some cooler weather and potentially wetter weather in the weekend forecast. I'll explain after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
Shop local at the Tin Roof. Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
This is a game changer. With ever-increasing prices, it was starting to look like our budget would be tight forever. But then, we signed up for a dividend-earning Kasasa checking account from Canopy Credit Union. Now, treats are back in the budget. We get up to 4.07% annual percentage yield on up to $25K. That's up to $84 of extra cash. We went from watching every penny to saying yes to more fun and more freedom. Learn more at canopycu.com. Limits and conditions apply.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trailsport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Whether it's a nasty spill, a mess from your pet, or it's been way too long since your last professional cleaning, schedule your appointment with the experts at Zerorez, and we'll do the dirty work for you. Zerorez, a smarter, lasting clean.
Shop local at the Tin Roof.
Critical fire weather conditions for Friday. We are very, very dry. The winds are going to be picking up, and that has made all the difference with our fires over the last 24 hours. The firefighters can get on them, the one at Newport, the one near Athol yesterday, without that wind driving it and with all the resources ready to go. They were able to make quick work of getting those fires under control. Tomorrow, with that wind, it really changes the game, and that is why we see that we have been included in this area of critical fire weather danger for tomorrow, this salmon-covered area, particularly the Columbia Basin into Spokane, where things are especially dry and breezy. It is still dry and windy throughout the region, but they are not quite at that critical threshold, but elevated fire concerns throughout the entire inland Northwest. Tonight, hazy skies. We'll be watching that air quality very closely as fires are building up along the Canadian border, especially. We've been watching that smoke output intensify just this evening. 67 for an overnight low. If you have you're in one of those critical groups, keep an eye on the air quality tomorrow. Mark Peterson will keep you updated on that, and also you can find that on our weather app. 97 for a high tomorrow, and a lot of the reason we're not warmer is because of that wildfire haze. It does keep our temperatures just a little bit cooler. Otherwise, we might be closer to 100 degrees. Here in Spokane, wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. It looks like Friday's winds will be even stronger. Now, we're going to start the day off fairly quiet with winds less than 10 miles per hour, a calm start. But as the day goes, those winds will pick up, peaking sometime in the afternoon with those stronger gusts. They may taper a little bit tomorrow night, but unfortunately, we're not going back to light winds anytime through the beginning of the weekend. It is going to remain breezy, and particularly Friday afternoon for the next couple of days. Our overnight lows tonight are going to be warm. Lots of 70s on the map, including in Grand Coulee and Lewiston, almost 70 in Coeur d'Alene. High temperatures tomorrow. We may not be in the triple digits in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but there are a lot of hundreds around the region. Ritzville, Moses Lake, 102 in Lewiston. Right around the Spokane area, we are in the mid to upper 90s tomorrow. Still very hot, and our excessive heat warning continues for tomorrow, but we have weather alert days for the next couple of days because of that fire danger. Cooler for the weekend with the possibility of some rain coming in Sunday night and into Monday. Fingers crossed that that pans out. A high Monday of 79. All of that welcome news, not only for firefighters, but for the people of the inland Northwest. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. And excessive high temperatures aren't just dangerous for people and animals. It can also damage your car, which can take a chunk out of your wallet. Our Peter Choi spoke to a local mechanic today, and he shares 3 things you're going to want to check before you hit the road.
Imagine you wake up in the morning and get into your car and start the car, and your car just won't start. And local mechanic says that could happen to you, especially during the triple-digit weather. So it's important to check your car right now, such as cooling system, engine, and your tires before it's too late.
Every day there's a heat-related breakdown here.
Heat-related issues that some cars could face from excessive heat. Local mechanic Austin Adair says heat is a major factor that causes premature maintenance issues.
Heat is the ultimate killer of all components in the car.
Adair says make sure your cooling system is properly working, and here's how to check cooling level.
If we notice that this is lower during one service, we know we need to inspect the cooling system for a leak.
Check to see if there are no leaks near your car's engine and radiator.
So we want to make sure all these connections are dry and there's no fluid on them. We want to make sure the water pump and the gaskets where the water pump mounts the engine, there's no leaks there. Upper and lower radiator hoses. These coolant hoses, they need to be soft and pliable. They can't be stiff and they can't be mushy.
He says the extreme heat can cause tire blowouts, which could affect your safety on freeway.
If any type of cracking is going on in the tire, that needs to be evaluated.
He suggests to park in the shady areas and minimize sun exposure. If you notice your car operates differently when it's parked outside too long, that's the red flag.
If you're unable to make the appropriate diagnosis of what the car is doing, just take it into a service center and have somebody that's qualified to look at the car get an opinion for you.
In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
People killed by the wildfire in Maui is now in the triple digits. The latest on the search and rescue efforts coming up after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Are you ready to step into the future of transportation? At Bill's Heating and AC, we're here to power your journey with convenient electric vehicle charging solutions. Take advantage of incredible tax credits and incentives available right now for EV charger installations. Our expert team can install chargers compatible with most makes or models of electric vehicles. Contact us now to learn more about our EV charger installations. Together, let's drive towards a cleaner and greener world.
Great Floors is rolling out the red carpet and celebrating over 50 years with store-wide discounts and savings, including instant savings on Karastan products designed to inspire beautiful living. Want to recreate your space? Our team of experts will help you find the perfect flooring and tile for every room, including a huge selection of Karastan carpet and LVP. We also offer 12-month financing. Visit our showroom today and celebrate life on Great Floors.
Despite the cape, Tom here has no actual superpowers. He just entered the Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Now he's got a shot at $77,777 this month and a Yukon Denali next month. So naturally, he feels super. And we're feeling lucky he's not in a full spandex bodysuit. The Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Get your free entries daily. Details at northernquest.com.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Well, this video was taken in Lahaina last week. You can see tourists swimming in a pool as the fire was burning all around them. At least 106 people have been killed by the wildfire on Maui, and now shipping containers are being brought in to work as a makeshift morgue. Identifying those killed in the Maui wildfires will be very difficult and likely take weeks. This comes as new video appears to show a power line sparking, igniting a fire. CNN's Gloria Pazmino is in Lahaina with the latest.
A cadaver dog's bark punctuates the painstaking search and recovery efforts in the ashes of Maui's burn zones.
Just have to work through it. If we don't do our job, then the families can't get any closure.
Closure for many survivors and families will end at a morgue facility like this one in Wailuku. National mortuary and victim identification experts have arrived to assist local coroners.
If you're lucky in a circumstance like this, you get to see fingerprints.
Governor Josh Green says DNA will be key to identifying most fire victims and could take weeks.
This is much like you see in a war zone or what we saw with 9/11.
No official cause for the fire has been released yet. But new security camera video out Wednesday from a Maui bird sanctuary appears to show a power line spark, then flames erupting. The same night, the deadly blazes were ignited. Officials say it was not near Lahaina or Kula, but may illustrate one possible cause.
All the fires ignited. We measured 122 individual faults on the utility grid, any one of which could be, produce a similar result to what you see on that video.
Some survivors say the government's response is still lacking.
It's been an obvious sign of neglect, especially with the resources that the United States has.
In many cases, it's locals helping each other.
Watch what these people, this strength of this community can do, because they're already on it.
Reporting in Lahaina, Gloria Pasmino.
Well, a donation event for the survivors of the Maui wildfire is now called off because so many people were donating. A Spokane business had to shut it down early. It's not a bad problem to have. Veda Lux Boutique on South Perry was holding a donation drive to collect items like blankets, pillows, non-perishable food, baby formula, and toiletries. And it was expected to happen tomorrow afternoon, but the store is now overwhelmed by the generosity of Spokane, and the donations will be flown to Maui by an Alaska Airlines rescue flight. The woman accused of starting several fires in the West Hills neighborhood is back in Spokane. What we learned about the suspect during her first court appearance coming up next.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, Bake Spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
What's in a name? A question that has never had more relevance. First American Title has been rebranded to Flying S Title and Escrow. Since 1905, we've been helping people protect their property rights. When the time comes to choose a title insurance and escrow company, the choice is clear: Flying S Title and Escrow. Idaho's longest operating, family-owned title and escrow company is now Flying S Title and Escrow. We're not new, but our name is.
It's a summer roundup. This week at Cal, over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low like a stampede of savings.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
Trade up to a better set of wheels while you lower your monthly payment. Plus, special financing was brought in so you can get a fun new ride for summer.
And $44 down is all you need.
During the summer roundup this week at Cal.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale. Beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Many styles marked down up to 50% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing with no money down, as well as up to $300 of additional free furniture with select purchases, making it the perfect time to upgrade your sleep. This weekend only at Walker's.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, Bake Spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
Next, E.T.
Do I look like a killer?
Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning reunited.
He's known me for so long.
Only we're on the set of The Equalizer 3. Next, E.T.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30. 4 News Now Fire Watch coverage.
That fire has grown exponentially.
With resources on TV, online, and on the go with the 4 News Now app. Fire Watch coverage to keep you safe. That's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Let's take you live over a scorching downtown Spokane with temperatures hitting triple digits again today. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is joining me now. And Chris, because of the extreme heat, you declared today a weather alert day. And next on the docket, winds.
Yes, we're going to keep the high temperatures tomorrow, add the winds, and as you could see on that sky cam, an additional health concern, our air quality from wildfires growing across the region. Let's take a look now at our weather alert day. It is for critical fire danger tomorrow in tandem with the heat over the entire inland northwest. And because those gusty winds are going to continue and actually ramp up for Friday, we are also declaring Friday a weather alert day. That fire danger is a big concern in terms of spreading existing fires and any new fire starts. Fire weather warning for Thursday and Friday for the area shaded in pink on your screen. It is a fire weather watch for the Idaho Palouse as well as the LC Valley. We still have an excessive heat warning for tomorrow. It is going to be just a little bit cooler for two reasons. Our ridge of high pressure is breaking down, but additionally, that wildfire smoke filters enough of the sun that it really takes a toll on those high temperatures. No complaints about that, but not exactly the reason we want those lower temperatures. Here's the high temperatures today. 100 degrees in Spokane, a lot of triple digits in eastern Washington, in the mid to upper 90s through North Idaho, getting down into the LC Valley. 108 degrees in Lewiston. Some tide records, including in Lewiston, but no records broken. Here is your Thursday planner. Expect that wildfire smoke to increase tomorrow morning, and that will be with us through the day. Winds will begin picking up as we get into the afternoon. 97 for a high, 84 is our average high. I'll be back to tell you more about when to expect those winds, have some Wildlife Wednesday photos for you, and tell you about cooler weather on the way as well. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, excessive heat affects everyone in the community, and for safety reasons, some businesses close or change their hours because of high temperatures. For that reason exactly, Our Place Community Research, or Outreach rather, a local nonprofit that serves the West Central community, was closed today. And our Marissa Rio went to Our Place and has more on how this affects people who rely on food banks for groceries.
Normally, Our Place would be preparing food right now, but because temperatures are set to hit over 100 degrees, the organization decided it was safer to close. Our Place serves about 1,000 people every Wednesday and Thursday through its food bank. Because of the heat and since distribution is outdoors, the community that needs these items couldn't receive them. The assistant director says a lot of people who rely on the food bank walk, and that can be dangerous in the heat.
Making them walk to us, then stand in a line of 100 people to come see us, that's another 45 minutes of them standing out there waiting for food. We'd have to have an ambulance on standby. It's much, much worse for those that don't have proper housing or transportation. They're the ones that are affected most because of the heat.
Our Place will reopen tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. If anyone who needs food cannot make it by 12:30, the Citygate downtown will have a food bank that's open later. Citygate's food bank is indoors, so it is able to stay open during the heat. The pastor says they serve about 15 to 20 people a day.
Nowadays, it's very, very difficult for people to even be able to go to the store and buy, their groceries. And so as a supplement, I think the food bank is very, very important, especially for the elderly and the very low income people.
A few Spokane food banks that are open tomorrow are Shalom Ministries, Resource Center of Spokane County, Off-Broadway Family Outreach, Our Place, and Citygate. Citygate's food bank is open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, you can go to our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Count three. Well, the woman accused of intentionally starting multiple fires in the West Hills made her first Spokane court appearance today. Vicky Smith is charged with 3 counts of first-degree arson for setting 3 large fires, forcing level 3 evacuations and an aggressive response from local firefighters. Smith also told investigators that she started multiple fires in the Dishman Hills area, which SPD is investigating. Our Bronte Sorotsky was at Smith's first appearance and has what we know about the case so far.
Well, Smith, who is homeless, previously told police that she started these fires in order to try and get housing. She now faces 3 charges of first-degree arson. She is also accused of writing the Burn Spokane Down graffiti. In her statements to police, Smith said she was upset with housing in Spokane and started these fires, hoping it would compel city officials to provide her with housing. All 3 counts of arson she could be charged with caused immediate evacuations to these areas. These fires burned near the Indian Canyon Golf Course and the Catalyst Project. The fire near the Catalyst Project alone cost the city $250,000 for the air attack. And Smith's bond remains at $75,000. Live in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. O'Reilly Auto Parts is being sued by the state of Washington for discrimination and retaliation against their pregnant employees. The lawsuit claims the company unlawfully refused reasonable workplace accommodations. That includes things like not lifting heavy objects or handling hazardous materials. O'Reilly's allegedly also refused workers breaks to rest, use the restroom, or pump breast milk for their newborns. The state's attorney general releasing a statement reading in part, quote, pregnant Washingtonians should not have to choose between healthy, safe pregnancies and their livelihoods. To learn more about the lawsuit, look for this story right now on KXLY.com.
And one of Gonzaga's brightest young stars is leaving the program. Not good news for the Zags. What caused him to say goodbye to basketball? Coming up later in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman & Associates, 922-6600.
When you call the experts at Zero Res in almost 0 time, you can enjoy carpets that stay cleaner, longer, without dirt-attracting residue. Schedule your appointment with the experts at Zero Res, and we'll do the dirty work for you. Zero Res, a smarter, lasting clean.
Water is an essential part of our everyday lives. It's important that Spokane acts wisely to preserve our precious water resources and not waste money on evaporation and the need for supplemental water infrastructure due to a burdened aquifer. Please avoid watering your lawn between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and limit watering to under 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. If we all do our part, we'll keep our river flowing strong, even in times of drought.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
It's the $180,000 plus van life giveaway. Saturday, September 30th, you could drive away with a new 2023 Pleasureway Tofino van and $7,000 in cash. Start earning entries August 1st. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
The new double pepperoni Crazy Crust pizza is so nice, we pepperonied it twice. With classic and old world pepperoni, sprinkled with toasted cheeses and garlic parm crust you've gotta see in slow-mo. Available for $8.99 only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
At Finley Downtown Toyota, we have some of the best inventory we've had in years. Our lots are packed full of every make and model. And all vehicles come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, making it a great time to visit Finley.
Wildlife Wednesday time. We'll take a quick break from the fire and the heat and the smoke to look at this adorable fun at Carol Ellis's house in Meade. She has been, or he has been, nibbling on the foliage there at Carol's, but with this beautiful picture, I'm sure Carol doesn't mind too much. Really great shot here from Jerry Rawls of some black-necked stilt shorebirds out there in the Celtice area. Very, very terrific birds with some long legs. And finally, desperately trying to stay cool yesterday on a 101-degree day, Ashley Benson spotted this cow moose and her 2 calves just outside of Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge, trying to take a dip and beat the heat. Something we've all been trying to do. Matt Gray just pointed this out to me. I want to show you. This was taken just a bit ago. The Crater Creek fire just over the Canadian border. You see this dark black right here. That is a pyrocumulus cloud. That is where that tremendous heat and energy from that fire creates its own towering cumulus, which can result in thunder and lightning. It is a terrifying thing for firefighters and people in the area, and as this fire develops, it is sending smoke our way. Here are the latest views from the Ferry County Airport. Terrible air quality there. Also around Colville, we're seeing the effects of that smoke, and that is going to continue to filter down into the Spokane area overnight. Here's a look at our smoke forecast, starting off at our current time. Terrible around the Omak area and down through Grand Coulee. 5 a.m. Thursday, just in the light range around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. But then as our winds begin to shift, I think things will go downhill around noon. We'll be keeping a very close eye on our air quality regardless, and hoping that tomorrow's gusty winds do not exasperate current fires, or we don't have any new fire starts. Air quality right around the Spokane area is in the moderate range right now. Couple spots, however, have slipped into the sensitive groups range, unhealthy for sensitive groups range. We've had some bad conditions down in St. Mary's. There have been in the red or unhealthy range off and on this evening. Weather alert days for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, it's the combination of excessive heat as well as the gusty winds and our critical fire danger. Critical fire weather conditions on Friday as well, with even stronger winds. Also a weather alert day. We're cooling down a little bit for the weekend with possible rain Sunday night and into Monday, something that we desperately need. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. And as she started her forecast with Wildlife Wednesday, let's go ahead and bring some more dogs in. Let's bring the animals back. This Saturday, there's a signing for the children's book about these 2 lovable pups at the Barnes & Noble in Spokane Valley. The book is called 2 Goofy Dogs, and it's about an Afreda family adopting their dog Charlie, then his brother Harry. And our digital anchor Rob King is joining me now. Always fun to have you with us, Rob. And you were actually talking with the author today about how he created this book and the inspiration, those 2 goofy dogs.
Yeah, Kirsten, really any day you can talk about dogs at work is a good day. So this morning I did speak with Denver Morford about why he wanted to write this book. He's had labs and rescues all his life, so when he found out his current dog's brother was in trouble, the Morford stepped up.
He was about 100 pounds overweight. His nutrition wasn't there. He'd never been bathed or clipped or groomed. And we brought him into our family and made him our own and showed him a lifestyle that I believed that he deserved to have.
So Denver said as a result, after a couple months, Harry started to acclimate to the family. He was inspired by the dogs, sat down one night with Harry at his side and knocked out the first draft. It was a really great conversation. We talked about how he found his illustrator from Germany and more books to come. The full interview is up on KXLY.com. You can pick up a copy of 2 Goofy Dogs at any Barnes & Noble. And this Saturday at the Spokane Valley location, Denver will be there signing copies from 11 to 3. You might even be able to meet the stars of the book, Charlie and Harry.
Okay, I'm in, and I know Gigi, my 2.5-year-old, is in as well.
There you go. Yeah, I don't have dogs or kids, so but should be a good time.
Yeah, Goofy dogs are the best dogs. Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team at Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXOY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Hi, I'm attorney Jim Hill.
And I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And after 10 years of helping the injured people of Spokane,
Russell and Hill have won lots of awards.
But at the end of the day, only one award really matters.
The award we get the insurance company to pay you. Russell and Hill.
You could win $10,000 cash. Mr. Casino Hotel in Chewelah already gave one winner $10,000 cash. On Saturday, August 26th, one more lucky grand prize winner will receive $10,000 cash. Will it be you? Drawings start at 6 p.m. Play your favorite games and earn entries to win. Mr. Casino Hotel is the place that treats you right. Learn more at MrQuad.com.
Great Floors is rolling out the red carpet and celebrating over 50 years with store-wide discounts and savings, including instant savings on Karastan products designed to inspire beautiful living. Want to recreate your space? Our team of experts will help you find the perfect flooring and tile for every room, including a huge selection of Karastan carpet and LVP. We also offer 12-month financing. Visit our showroom today and celebrate life on Great Floors.
Set summer in motion with the most fun-to-drive Honda vehicles yet. Like the Civic, a vehicle car and driver called more fun to drive than the competition. And the HR-V, with sleek exterior styling and smooth, responsive handling. This summer, chase fun in the sun with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
From the 5 a.m. morning regulars, to those gotta fit it in lunchtime rush business goers, to the fizzy moms that need childcare so they can just have a little time to themselves. Move Fitness is here for you, serving up the largest variety of workout options in Spokane, with a new location opening soon to provide you the best results for your workout needs. Move Fitness. Join the movement.
4 News Now is brought to you by Satay Bistro and Catering Company.
No, I can't wait. We are nearly 2 weeks away from the start of the college football season. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesell. The Washington State Cougars are switching things up in fall camp. The team is holding a rare night practice tonight in Pullman, and that's where we find Alex Crescenti, who is live there for us. Alex, why the switch to a night practice for the Cougars instead of a morning?
Well, first of all, Julian, it is so hot out here. I just saw Big 12 officials walking down the street. They thought this place was Tucson. But like you said, we're here for some night practice. The Cougars just trying to change some things up. Typically, they're practicing in the morning. They get an 8:30 start. They're done by 10:30. But head coach Jake Dicker wanted to change things up and get the team ready for all kinds of scenarios. They're going to be playing games during the day, afternoon, late at night. So anything to really change things up and get them prepared for any kind of scenario.
And of course, the big topic of discussion is conference realignment. Washington State still looking for a home. What's the latest on that front when it comes to the Cougars?
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of news since the massive shakeups that we saw just a couple of weeks ago. There's been a lot of rumors of the AAC. That conference is primarily on the East Coast, and there's still, of course, the Mountain West that might be the favorite at this point. There could be even a potential merger of all three conferences and what's left of the pack there. We've also heard of the potential for the ACC trying to expand. So time is of the essence in terms of getting things done, but I would expect to hear something within the next 2 months as solidifying where the Cougs will be playing in 2024.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. We'll look for his coverage tonight there. Now, as far as conference realignment goes, that's changed sports forever. And I've got some thoughts on the state of college athletics. You can catch my special report, The Mess Out West, at 6 o'clock on Friday right here on 4 News Now. And according to ESPN, the Big 12 will not add Gonzaga to their conference. The Bulldogs have been rumored to be a possible target for the Big 12 for months. Those talks have stopped with the Big 12 adding Pac-12 schools such as Arizona, Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado. And Gonzaga big man Caden Perry will be stepping away from college basketball. Perry underwent surgery for herniated discs before arriving at Gonzaga in 2021. Perry said in a social media post that issues stemming from that same injury are forcing him to leave the team. Perry posted his goodbye to Gonzaga fans on his Instagram account. Part of it says, "I don't know how to properly say thanks for all of the love and support I've gotten from all of you, even though I've had plenty of bumps in the road trying to get back on the court. You always made me feel welcome." And we're wishing Mr. Caden Perry the best. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Thank you, Julian. Well, everyone wants to save a buck at the airport, but experts are warning against the latest travel hack. It's called skip lagging, and it's where travelers buy a cheaper ticket with a connection in their desired destination city, and then they skip out on the final leg. Now, it's not illegal, but travel experts don't think it's worth the risk of being caught by the airlines.
You can close your frequent flyer account. They could kick you off the flight potentially and make you buy a last-minute one-way fare, or they could ban you from the airline.
It's especially tricky during unpredictable summer travel, where a weather diversion could take you further off course and cost you even more than you were trying to save from the beginning. 4 News Now will be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
The Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, making it fresh for you now 6 days a week. Come and see us.
This week on Svengoolie,
Conger is the subject of my experiment.
the little chimp or the big 8?
As big as he has become, I still have the same affection for him.
Oh, he gets even bigger. Watch Tonga on the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
August 30th through September 4th, the 42nd annual Pig Out in the Park returns to Riverfront Park in Spokane, Washington. Free admission, 64 food booths, 275 menu items, 4 adult beverage gardens, 107 free concerts on 4 stages. Headliners include Too Slim and the Tail Draggers, Samantha Fish featuring Jesse Dalton, Digital Underground, and BCDC's AC/DC Tribute. For a complete list of food booths and bands, go to pigoutinthepark.com. August 30th through September 4th, it's the 42nd annual Pig Out in the Park. You'll never eat it all.
At P1FCU, we're all about celebrating your wins, like finding an extra $10 in the wash. Sweet. Or your team winning the championship.
And it's out of here. Yes! Woo!
Your wins add up, just like earning dividends in an Ascend checking account. So let's celebrate the wins together. Open your account at p1fcu.org/win. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Life happens, and you can't always wait for 2-day free shipping. Instead, head to your local Ace hardware store, where we've got just what you need in stock right now. Our experts give you the knowledge and personal touch you can't find online. And when you need help fixing your broken screen, unclogging that drain, need an extra keymate, or that hard-to-find nut or bolt, we're right around the corner with the helpful advice and products you need without the wait.
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, the Cheney School Board is looking at building a new elementary school. Plus, a standoff suspect in custody and facing charges for alleged kidnap and rape. The details tonight at 11.
Your 7-day forecast, we are in a critical time for fire danger for the next couple of days. It's going to stay hot, but we're going to add the wind starting tomorrow afternoon. Also, wildfire smoke filtering into the region. It's going to take a toll on our air quality.
Yeah, so much to continue watching as we close out the week, and it's only Wednesday, so Thank you for all that you're doing, Chris, and the whole team, and we'll continue to update you on KXLY.com and on Nightside.
Download the 4 News Now app today. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.